Right, I really need to get my little thingy. I have like a tripod thing that I can put. I usually bring that one, so it's not all shaky when I hold it. So I propped it up there so you can see my wonderful background here. It's not a prop, it's real, don't worry about that. Yes, I mentioned my previous channel and what happened, so I just wanted to make a video, just a quick video talking about that. And oh, apparently I have 20% left on this. That's okay, we have time. Yeah, my previous video, this was about 2010, 2011, I think it was, around that time frame. Obama was in. Alex Jones was starting to get really big, and people starting to listen to Alex Jones. So he was one of the kind of first in a way to start getting people together. You know, whether you think he's a shill or an agent or whatever, it doesn't matter. He at least got people thinking, you know, listening and thinking. If you disagree or whatever, at least it was an avenue to go on to the next. And for that, I thank Alex for bringing that, for that part of it. So anyway, so I got involved in seeking the truth. A friend of mine, a neighbor at the time where I was living there, she talks to God all the time, and she taught me a lot in a sense that she said, you know what I mean? And I always had that feeling, like, you don't need to go to church to seek God in your heart. And I grew up in in Quebec, Canada, very Catholic environment. It's pretty much all Catholic. And even as a kid, I started noticing there was some things that just didn't make sense. You know, and my parents never pushed church, thank God. They always left it up to me to have an opinion on religion and God. So I did, thanks to the Catholics, I did learn a lot about Jesus. And I think that all religions in the end have the same meaning. It's how you take it. You know, what you choose to believe in really is, as long as you know that one thing and you're learning what you need to learn to repent and to take Jesus in your hearts and to be prepared for it, right? So yeah, anyways, so she taught me about just, you know what, ignore the spirit guides, ignore, you know, so a lot of that is actually not there to help you, and it's a fake. It's Satan's work trying to discredit, trying to stop you from finding God. But you don't need to go through anyone else. You just seek God. You just decide on your own. So anyways, so long story short, I'm rambling again. Dang. Sorry about that. I know how YouTube works. People have a small frame of attention. Not saying that you're not one of those or whatever. So if you ramble too much, your point doesn't get across, and that's what I want to get. Anyways, long story short, I had a YouTube, Alexis28, back then, and I had to put a few personal videos, just nothing really important, but a few. I think I was playing Rock Band in one of them, and stuff like that. And then I had uploaded a video called Darren Brown, The Experiment. And it was about them showing hypnosis. Like, people were going in barrels of ice, and under hypnosis they wouldn't feel a thing. They could stay there, lie in it like it's a nice warm bath. And then when you're not under hypnosis, you realize you're in a cold bath. They can't stay in it for longer than like 2 seconds, basically. So anyways, it's a series of different experiments, and they take this one, the one person that is more succumbed to hypnosis. They took that one person and they made an experiment whereas they trained him that when he heard a certain word that he would pick up a gun and shoot. Okay, that was, you know, under hypnosis. So in the end, you know, the speaker, the British guy Stephen Fry, he narrates a lot of stuff. He they had this fake conference where he's explaining, and then this guy's in the crowd. There's a gun beside him, like hidden beside his seat, and a woman comes up and she says something, okay, the trigger word, and he gets up and he shoots blanks. Stephen Fry pretends to die and everyone's freaking, blah blah blah, and then they wake him up and he's like, what, you know, like, what's going on, you know, kind of thing. And he had no idea. He basically just assassinated Stephen Fry. So anyways, of course they tell him it's hypnosis and it was set up and whatever, but it goes to show what you could do. Now this was around the same time as the Batman shooting in Aurora, so put two and two together. I do believe, strongly believe, that he was under hypnosis, the guy who shot in the theater. Anyways, and then, you know, and then gun control came out, and Obama was pushing that, and all these school shootings, blah, blah, blah. So a lot of truth videos came out around that time. So, they started popping up like crazy because of that. And, yeah, so so this experiment video, in it, they also show, I forget what it's called, winter's breath, or I don't know, it's a type of flower or something that they make into powder, and they can blow it in your face, and you can, and have complete control over you. And that's what shamans use when they go into their visions and stuff. And anyway, so that, they explain that in that video too, that they can use that for, so basically they're telling you how they do what they do, how Satan brings, makes people do his fucking evil work. So anyways, so I got a lot of feedback, like, on that video, to the point that my inbox was getting notification every time someone commented, and it was flooding, hundreds, you know, like, it just went crazy. I couldn't follow it anymore. It was, you know, that one video. And anyways, and then at the time too, Jesse Ventura, he made a show called The Conspiracy Theory on True TV. I upload, and there's a few of those that never even made it to TV. They stopped it. The police state one for one. It was on YouTube for a little bit before it got pulled. I didn't use that one, or maybe, I'm not sure, but they would have pulled it anyways. I did upload a few